The TF2 community makes a lot of things for their favorite game, whether it be weapons, cosmetics, skins, mods, configs, artwork, whatever it is. They take pride in what they do, so much in fact that some of those things that the community makes gets Valve's stamp of approval to get added into the game, which is what most updates consist of nowadays. But one thing I didn't mention that the community is very skilled at making is maps, and maps hold a very important part in all video games, and TF2 is no exception. Now, when you read the title, you might think that we're going to include stuff that Valve accepted and added into the game. No, we're talking about maps that were made by the community, for the community. Maps that are widely hosted in community servers, maps that you've probably seen in a few old YouTube videos, and maps that you and your friends used to play together in all the time years and years ago. We're talking about those maps. But before we get started, I have a Discord server where we talk about all things TF2, SlideFN, etc. So if you want to join, go right ahead. Now, let's get started. Now, one map that probably immediately comes to your mind when you think famous community maps is Tradecore Plaza. This map was hosted in community servers far and wide back in the day and still is hosted in some servers today. The map is very simple to its core, but it's also a very memorable one as well. You have your two giant spawn rooms, a large lobby area with tables and palm trees scattered about. There's a pool and some soccer goals as well. There's a very chill looking lounge area where deep conversations used to take place back in the day between me and my friends. And there's a weirdly textured racetrack outside with little carts circling around it. This map can basically be used for anything, be it PvP, trading, or just a hangout map, and it's widely considered as one of TF2's most played and famous maps. This map is another trade server map where people primarily trade unusual items. This map used to have a very large following back in the day, so much that I made my own video on it, but now there's usually never anyone online, which is unfortunate because this map is huge. Being modeled after the real life location, Vatican City, this map has got everything from a humongous outside area, a heavy boxing ring, more lounge areas where people like to take screenshots of their items, a spy crabbing arena, and much more. Overall, people really note this map for its aesthetic and the way it's laid out, which makes this map all the more enjoyable. This is another unusual trade server that you've probably seen YouTubers playing before, such as Soundsmith. This is still an extremely populated trade server, and the map itself is a memorable one at that. There's some beautiful outside areas to the map, there's an underground cave area, there's a pit that you instantly die in if you fall in it, but it also has your usual heavy boxing ring and spy crabbing ring as well, alongside a cool bar area where enemies can't hurt each other. Overall, this map is really cool aesthetically, and it's also still extremely populated, so if you want to trade or just have a fun time, try out Firepowered. There are a lot of Minecraft-themed Team Fortress 2 maps. Whether it's like a Minecraft PvP map or a Minecraft trade server or this Minecraft map using Scout's caps, the Gmod video from back in the day that we all remember. Minecraft had a huge inspiration on map makers back in the 2011 to 2014-15 time frame. Some of the most memorable Minecraft maps are the Neon Heights Minecraft Maps trade server, complete with underground levels, a cool outside lobby, this pool that you've probably seen in photos or screenshots and videos, gateways to different dimensions such as the Nether and the End with buildings, a bar, even a dance floor. Oh my god. And overall, if you were a kid in 2012 to 2015 and played both Minecraft and Team Fortress 2 and found these maps, these were for sure an instant classic, and memories were made left and right on these maps for sure. This map is most commonly used with like the 10x or 100x server format, but this map is also a very memorable one, even with its lack of detail. CP Orange contains some control points, some buildings, some stairs, some emptiness, and that's pretty much it. That's really all you need. And even with that, wars went down on this map. Y'all would know back then. And even now, some of the bloodiest battles ever went down on this map. Whether it was between you and your friends, or you and a bunch of people that were yelling at you in a different language, everyone has their own war story to tell from their times in this very fun and memorable map. In the TF2 competitive space, there's a lot of custom maps that are used whether in skirmishes or actual competitive play, the most notable being Kart Product, a map that is just a reskin of Viaduct, but it has been tailored specifically for competitive play. This map is used for the 4v4 and 6v6 competitive format, and it is also commonly used for MGEing as well, which is basically just a 1v1 for nerds. Overall, this map is very solid, and if you have a friend that's obsessed with TF2 competitive for some reason, you might have played on this map once or twice. Alright, the moment that most of you all have been waiting for. This is an extremely loved and well-known map that was made back in 2011. The map is jam-packed with features such as being able to ride go-karts around the map, getting launched around the map with cannons, there's minigames, there's puzzles, there's a lot of random but funny imagery, but overall, this map is and still a huge staple in the TF2 community, and one of the most played community maps in the game, which is still played a lot to this day. This map was also great in that it inspired even more community creations involving this map, such as Team Fabulous 2, the classic Gmod video brought to us by the late Kitty0706, and other countless pieces of content surrounding this map is also extremely amazing. Overall, this map was definitely way ahead of its time in terms of how many different features this map had to play around with, and is one of the best creations that the TF2 community, or really any gaming community, has ever made. This is the map that most kids played back in like 2011 to 2013 when they got home from school in like 5th grade. And I know I have, and I'm sure you guys have too. Another absolute hood classic in the TF2 community map space is Awesomebox. Now, I may be a little biased towards this map because this is my personal favorite community map ever, and it's the one that I've spent the most time on. But anyway, Awesomebox is an extended version of another map called Achievement Idol, which was just 2 spawns and a capture point in the middle. Boring, but somehow we made one out of it. But Awesomebox, on the other hand, has lots of different things to do, such as a surfing area, there's a boxing ring, there's this dance floor with a scout in a hot dog suit dancing. There's a pool in the skybox, there's Saxton Hale riding a tractor, there's multiple underground areas where idle players drop down to for players to kill them, hence the word idle in the map file name. And there's a lot more fun to be had here for sure. I personally spent most of my middle school days playing this map with my friends all the damn time. And let me know if you guys have fond memories of Awesomebox as well. This map is a very popular and useful map for soldiers and trollers alike that want to learn how to rocket jump like a pro. This map consists of many different areas and levels for all different rocket jumping maneuvers and tricks, and is still widely played to this day. Way back before vs Saxton Hale was added as an official game mode last summer, the mode was completely community made, which included the maps around it. Some of the most well-known ones included the 4 that got included in the game, and other honorable mentions include Absolute Zero, Pine Yard, Riverside, Crevice, and this Legend of Zelda one that I had saved to my computer that reskins Saxton Hale as the Happy Mask Salesman. Yeah, these got pretty interesting at times, and were also a huge area in the TF2 community, and still is today, considering the fact that it got added into the game. Another really old community map, but another really nostalgic one. This map features 2 trains barreling down one straight path in a desert, which was f***ing awesome at the time, considering that this map was made in 2008. This was way ahead of the times for the community maps in general. This map has been reskinned time and time again, and similar to Mario Kart, this map has also made appearances in some well-known YouTube creations as well surrounding it. This map was also really popular for like Wild West roleplay for some reason, and in all seriousness, this map plays really well. So if you ever find a server that's hosting this ancient classic, definitely give it a try. A pretty simple type of map, but a big staple in the TF2 community. Surfing maps are maps that are made specifically for surfing, which is what I'm doing right here in this clip. Surfing has been a big part of the TF2 community and source games in general for a very long time now, and people still play these maps to this day, whether it's for relaxation or just doing crazy tricks and stuff. These maps more likely than not hold special places in people's hearts for sure. Higher tower is just a high tower with a higher tower. That's it. This is one of those meme maps that were really popular back in like 2017 to 2020, along with other honorable mentions such as 2 Fort, Badwater Tilt, 2 Fort with a Twist, and Well. I definitely spent some time messing around on these maps for sure back in the day, and countless videos from huge TF2bers have been made about these crazy but stupid but awesome maps. Another community game mode that used to be really popular back in the day was Jailbreak. The mode was based off of a Counter-Strike game mode of the same name, where the blue team are the prison guards and the red team are the prisoners, and their goal is to break out of jail. This was commonly used as a roleplay setting, and the maps that many people may remember from this mode include JB Quake, JB Complex, Jail_Minecraft, JB_Super Mario, and many more. Another classic for most veteran players that I kinda wish got more love nowadays. These maps, most commonly DM_Duel, are perfect if you want to duel your friends or just have a free-for-all gunfight. For how small this map is, there's quite a lot you can do, such as fighting at ground level, sniping people through the windows up top, or bombing people from the catwalk at the very top. This map can add up for some serious mayhem. And this map is also still widely hosted in servers today, so if you guys ever get the chance to check it out, definitely do so. Another classic map used primarily for trading back in the day was DM_Museum. This map is huge and holds a lot of different things to do, whether it's exploring outside and finding all the different secrets inside of the museum itself. This was definitely either the TF2 friend group's main lounge server or just the map to play on to find all its secrets. Overall, another very nostalgic map, and another map that I can confidently say is one of TF2's most famous community maps. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys being here. If you made it all the way to the end, feel free to drop a like, feel free to subscribe. Thank you guys for being patient on me with this one. This one took me a while to get out, but it's here. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a good one, y'all. We'll see you pretty soon.